Man of God, in every generation, God will always raise people.
Yes.
I discovered that God has given you a gift in a particular area. First question I'm going to ask you, what is the difference between how we prayed in the past and how we should pray now?
Well, the prayers in the past are prayers that were mostly traditional. And by traditional, I meant they were prayers that were made because we felt it was obligatory on our religious, sanctimonious way of believing. So prayer was not essentially seen as a communication with God that transcends into action, because what prayer, now forgive me if I'm answering the question upside down, what prayer actually does is, first of all, it impacts on the person praying before it delivers the answer you're looking for. So because sometimes
it creates a spiritual atmosphere and connection.
Yes. So first of all, prayer changes you, prepares you for your answer. So, but oftentimes we find people who are praying, I need answer. Most of the time, your answer has come, but did not find a changed man so that it can be. Because the man praying and the man to whom that will receive the answer are two different persons. So the prayer actually transfigures the man that will carry the evidence.
Wow.
So most of the time, people are praying, and when their answer will come, it will not recognize the man it should deliver the answer to.
Wow.
And so that's essential, because Jesus prayed before even the answer came. The Bible says the fashion of his countenance was altered. And so that's essentially. So for the way we prayed at the time, we prayed because we felt it was obligatory. But right now, we're praying understanding that the first answer that comes is our creative juices are released. Our capacity to strategize is released. Sometimes ideas are dropping while you are praying. Sometimes you find that God is instructing you on what to do. So it's not essentially, Lord, I have prayed for a car, I'm waiting for when the car will drop. Sometimes you're praying for a car, God is telling you what to do. So there is an action part of your prayer deliverable. Permit my use of words. And so when we prayed the last time, we were praying with events. We're praying in atmosphere of events. But right now, prayers have transcended event to now taking charge of seasons and times. So people just prayed, oh, this is going on wrong now. This is going, I don't like what I'm experiencing right now. What you're experiencing right now is encapsulated in time. And so if you can take charge of time, you can control what you are facing. So we find people who are essentially praying about what they are facing, what they are looking, I have a problem, I don't have money, I don't have this. No, it's a very
now let me ask you. Let me ask you. That's powerful.
Yes.
Now I also know
Yes.
that because you pray,
Yes.
and because of the kind of ministry God gives to you,
Yes.
you do a lot of counseling.
Yes.
Online, people come
Yes.
to you.
Yes.
Now, how do you manage people who really can pray,
Yes.
but are not skilled?
That is why I said that the first thing that prayer does is that it changes you. You cannot be a man of prayer, and you cannot, the first thing God tells you is what is wrong with you. Is what is wrong with you. This is the thing that Apostle and Prophet Isaiah would speak about.
In other words, after prayer, what next?
Yes, after prayer.
Yes.
In fact, while you are praying, if your unworthiness, which most times when we look at unworthiness, we think it is sin and unrighteousness. If your emptiness is not revealed to you, you did not pray very well. So God points out to you, you are incapacitated.
The areas you need to work on.
Yes, you don't talk well. You have skills, but your communication is bad. Your behavior is bad. Or look at this thing you're praying about. One skill can solve it. This thing that you're praying about, God, give me money. God, give me one idea can solve it. And so prayer essentially changes you.
You know why I'm very excited you are the one answering this question? Because today, by the grace of God, I think God has graced you in this area.
Yes.
So when you talk, we'll be able to connect with what you are saying.
Yes.
Because this program we are now on strategy, what really gave birth to this program on strategy, is the ignorance of the church. I've sat down to meet with people In fact, I met with a 47-year-old man. Why are you not married? He says it's in God's hands.
To find a wife or to...
No, he says it's in God's hand, that he's still searching. How do you cope with that? 47 years old.
That's ridiculousness on rampage. I cannot even believe. Like, which one is in God's hands? God, your eyes are in God's hands, or your ability to love a woman is in God's hands. That is your being. That's destiny laziness. And we have a lot of lousy Christians who are like
because that. I know, because of your wide prayer network, you have all kinds of people, all kinds that sometimes you don't even know where to start the counseling.
Yes.
A 47-year-old man is
Yes.
still believing God that he's getting married is in God's hand. Whereas the Bible says, he that findeth a wife. Why not find a wife and marry?
Let people, for as long as they can, assume away their problems.
Can I also ask you a question? Can prayer eliminate the place of ignorance?
Prayer opens you up to knowledge. Right? For someone who is praying, I don't
because
even know why
I listened to
pray.
you preach today.
Yes.
I've watched some of your messages
Yes.
on YouTube.
Yes.
And you are balanced.
Yes.
Even though you are a prayerful person, you
Yes.
have a prayer ministry, you are very balanced.
Yes.
Your teachings are very balanced.
Yes.
So that's why I decided that you must answer some of these questions.
Yes.
Because how do you cope with, because I was in Redeem Camp one day praying, and I met a man who was boasting to me. He said, I've been praying here for 3 months. And I asked him, what offense did you commit that will make you be on the mountain for 3 months? That means a full term you have not seen your children.
Yes.
You are irresponsible.
90 days. 90 days. What does that mean? It's either God is deaf, God is really deaf, or God has handed over the affairs of this world to the devil. Because if you are praying for 3 months, how many more months do you have to walk the answer of your prayer? It's true, because the answer of the prayer does not most times come as an end. It comes as a process you need to walk.
I love this one.
Yes.
It comes as a process you need to walk and develop.
Yes, because God gives Adam Eden. Tells Adam, walk. You're going to walk your Eden. Walk your Eden. And so some answers to prayers. The problem is that someone prays and say, God, give me 5 million. And God gives you 5 million. You want to finish 5 million. And then at the end, when the 5 million finishes, you pray again and he'll throw down 5 million. No, sir. When he gives you 5 million, he gives you an idea to use that 5 million.
I don't have problem with God giving you the 5 million. I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Because from my own background, whether you pray, you fast, you call on God from now till tomorrow, there are 2 ways to get money. It's either you have a product or you have a service.
Yes. Yes.
So if you don't have a product or you are not rendering service, how will you even get the 5 million in the first place?
Well, some people, I've seen some people chancing on some monies, people dash you. Somebody may dash you money.
But
Which
can
is
you
very
budget?
risky.
Can you budget on dash?
You cannot budget on dash.
Continuously budget on favor on the with dash you?
It is even, I usually will say to people
Yes.
that the unfairest thing anybody can do is to make plans on another man's money. You cannot make plans on another man's money, even if it's your uncle or even if it's someone connected to you, and say, because I know this person is going to gift me this. You're a very wicked person. You cannot make plans with what is it, because you don't know what the person is going to. You know, there is a belief that the more money you have, the more you have to give to others. But people don't understand that the more money you have, the more you are thinking about more things that your money cannot even cater for. And so in the place of prayer, let me repeat it one more time. The first thing that changes is you. The first thing, God opens your knowledge.
But this
your
dimension is new.
Yes.
This dimension is new. That when you are in the place of prayer, you are actually working on yourself.
Yes. Yes.
So that is the difference between the new way of praying and the old way.
I don't know how others pray, but you see, as I'm praying, most times I'll just be in the middle of Now, I can say this for over the past 15 years of my life. I've had to pray all through the night. I always pray all through the night. And I'm praying and God begins to, the great things that have happened in my life happen in the place of prayer. And I pick up my paper and pen and begin to write. God tells me this is how to make this happen. This is how to set up this one. This is how to do this one. This is how you should never communicate about this. This is what should be the branding. Everything happens in the place of prayer. So when people say they pray and you come out the way you are, no, it's not prayer.
You are wondering. Nothing is happening to you.
Yes, because what you did was vain repetition. Because if it's really prayer, communication with God, I don't know. Prayer is you're talking to God, God is talking back to you. So when you told God that, what did he say to you? Really, what did God say to you? So if you're telling me God said nothing to you, unfortunately, really unfortunately, you did not pray at all. Because God has a way of drawing the roadmap for you. This is what not to do. This is how to do it. This is how to go about it. This is how to manage. And that is God for you.